Hi friends! Today we're going to crochet the Irish rose flower. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet the Irish rose flower right here. And I learned how to make the Irish rose flower because I was looking for something to use as a luggage tag, and I thought this would be a nice whimsical thing to add to my suitcase to make it so it was easily identifiable on the conveyor belt when retrieving my luggage at the airport, because I have a black suitcase and so does every other person. Anyway, so then I started to make this, and I added an elastic band to the back, and then I slipped this over the luggage like that to secure it. But I realized it was a really cute bracelet like that, and I wore this all day the other day and felt pretty nice wearing it, so it could be used as a bracelet, I realized, as well as of course a hair tie. So let's get started and I'll show you how to make this quick and fun crochet flower. I used some yarn that was in my stash because it only requires a little bit of yarn. This is like 25 grams. I've used one with a Lion Brand Thick and Quick stash yarn, and just a hair tie I'll show you how to attach the hair tie to the flower. This one's just with some chenille stash. And then today I'm going to show you this Irish rose flower. I crocheted this in my stash yarn of, this is from Yarnspiration's Karen Blossom Cakes. It's really fun yarn, super soft. I used this for a sweater that turned out really pretty with the self-striping yarn. Anyway, for this I'm going to use a size F crochet hook, and the smaller the crochet hook, the smaller the flower. Really, I used size F for all these different yarns, but this is the size that it came out just due to, these are bulky weight yarns, and this is a size 4 yarn, I believe. So the smaller the crochet hook, the smaller the flower. This comes out to about 2.5 inches in diameter. And you might also want a stitch marker. You don't have to have a stitch marker, but it helps. So we will begin. And this end part is called your yarn tail. And then the yarn that's connected to the ball of yarn or cake of yarn is the working yarn. So I'm going to wrap this yarn around 2 of my fingers on my left hand once, and then create an X all the way through so that there's 2 strands hanging in the palm of my hand. And I'll secure the yarn tail with my thumb against my index finger, and I'm going to create a magic circle. I'm going to take my crochet hook and go under the first strand and then over the second strand and pull that second strand through under the first strand like that and twist clockwise. And then I'm going to take my crochet hook again and catch that second strand and wrap it around the crochet hook, and then slip that through the loop on your hook, and then let go of the yarn on your fingers, and there's that magic ring. And then within that magic ring I'm going to single crochet 8 stitches. So go in the hole of the magic ring, yarn over and through the 2 loops. So go through the magic ring, yarn over, back through the magic ring. Now there's 2 loops on the hook, yarn over and through the 2 loops. Now before I go any further, I've done 2 stitches. I want to take my stitch marker and mark the first stitch that I created, just so it helps me in case I lose count of the stitches I've done. So far I've done 2. We'll do 6 more. Okay, before I tighten the ring, I'm going to count the stitches, and you just look for the V's, and that's a stitch. Do not count the loop on your crochet hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to slip stitch the loop that's on my hook with the first stitch from the round. But before I do that, I'm going to take the yarn tail and I'm going to pull it to close the ring. And there you are. So now I'm going to take that loop on my crochet hook and I'm going to slip stitch it through the first stitch. So I'll put the yarn through the first stitch, the crochet hook through the first stitch, and then yarn over, and then through the stitch and through the loop on the hook. And I've completed that ring. And now I'm going to crochet one. I'm going to chain one by just yarn over and through the hook. Okay, so now I'm ready to start round 2. And for round 2, I'm going to single crochet twice in each of the 8 stitches to get a total of 16 stitches. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stitches. And I'm going to start with the stitch immediately inside the crochet hook. So I've slip stitched the first stitch. The first stitch is immediately left of the crochet hook stitch. So right here. So I'm going to single crochet 1. I'm going to place my marker. And now I'm going to single crochet back into that same hole that I did the first stitch for the second stitch. So now I've done 2 single crochets into that first stitch. Now immediately left and all the remaining 7 stitches, I will do 2 single crochets in each stitch. One, 2, stitch number 3, 1, 2, stitch number 4, insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over, back through the stitch, there's 2 loops on, yarn over, and through the loops. Stitch number 5, so it looks like I have 1 more left, but let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I need 2 more single crochet stitches. So insert the hook into the stitch, yarn over, through the stitch. There's 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, and through the loops. One more time. And now slip stitch the loop on your hook with the first stitch from the round. Give a little tug on the loop that's on your hook just to tighten that loop a little bit. Yarn over and then go through all the loops and chain 1. And that's completing round 2. Now for round 3, we're going to create the petal base. And the sequence is chain 3, skip the first step, 1 single chain in the next stitch, and then repeat. So we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to place the stitch marker in the first stitch of the chain, which is not, you now have a total of 4 chains. I'm going to put it in the chain 3 stitch, the first of the chain 3 stitch. And now I'm going to skip this stitch and then single crochet in the next stitch. And this is creating my base. And that's the first petal base right there, that little loop. And now we're going to chain 3, skip a stitch, single crochet in the next stitch. We've done 2, so now we'll do 6 more to create 8 petals. Skip, and then 8. Whoops. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So for this last one, you're going to chain 3, 1 single chain into the first stitch of the round. We have 8 petal bases, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to chain 1, and now we'll start round 4. So in petal 1, in the space between the chain bars, which is this space right here, I'll take off the stitch marker now. We're going to be working in that space right here. And to do this, you'll be crocheting into that petal as follows. You're going to be doing 1 single chain, 1 half double crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 half double crochet, and 1 single crochet. And you're going to do that in each of the petal bases. So we'll start with the first petal, 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, which is yarn over, in through the petal base, yarn over, back through the petal base, yarn over, and go through all 3 loops, and that's a half double crochet. Now we need to do a double crochet, which is yarn over, through the petal base, yarn over, back through the petal base. There's 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, through 2 of the loops on your hook, yarn over again, and through the remaining 2 loops. And that's your double crochet. Now we're going back to half double crochet, yarn over, through the petal base, yarn over, back through the petal base, yarn over, through all 3 loops, and now single crochet, yarn over, yarn over, and there's your first petal. Now we'll do that for the remainder of the 7 petal bases. Single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, half double crochet. Oh wait, did I do that right? I don't know if I did that right. I'll do that double crochet over again. I think I did it, but I'm not sure. Half double crochet, and single crochet. Again, next petal base, single crochet, and I'm manipulating the petal base so that the hook can go in there easily. Half double crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, single crochet. Single, half double, double, half double, single. Okay, we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more. Single, half double, double, half double, single. Single, half double, double, half double, and single. One more. Single, half double, double, half double, single. Okay, so we're going to slip stitch this into the first section, first stitch of the round. We're slip stitching it, and then we're going to chain one. Whoops, there's our chain one. This is what it's looking like so far. Let's not confuse this. So we've got the first round of petals, and you can manipulate these to make them all pretty, but that's really exciting. So now we are going to work the base of the second petal, and to do that we're going to fold these petals from this round towards me. So I'm going to be working in the back side of the petals. So to work on the back side of the petals, we'll be chaining into the base of each of these petals from round 3, where the single crochet took place as well, and that's how we'll attach the next base, and I'll show you how we do that. It's going to be a sequence of chain 3 and then 1 single chain in the base, which is these 2 bars in between each petal. That's going to be the base. So we'll single chain 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to fold that first petal towards me, and we're going to work on that base right there in between the 2 petals by inserting the hook from the right to the left, and single chaining by doing a yarn over, and then hold the 2 petals with your fingers, and then grab that yarn over and pull that through the base, and then yarn over, and then chained through the loops. And that's created this horizontal bar now that's on the base in between the two of the first two petals. So we're going to chain 3 in the back, 1, 2, 3, and we'll go to the next petal base, and we're going to insert the hook. This is from the back side, hook from the right to the left through the 2 petal holes, yarn over, and then pull that yarn through to the first petal on the right. Now you have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, and then single chain that by going through the 2 loops. And so this is creating that this is the front, and then in the back, here's the petal bases for petal number 2. So we'll repeat 5 more times, 3 chains, 1, 2, 3. Go to the next petal base, which is right here. And then we're going to insert our hook from right to left through the holes, yarn over, pull the yarn back through to the right, yarn over, and single chain to make that base, to create that horizontal bar. Chain 3, and single chain the next base, chain 3, single chain the next base, chain 3, single chain the petal base, chain 3, single chain the petal base, and then one more chain 3, and single chain that petal base. And then you have the second petal base created in the back. You have 8 little petal bases for the next round of petals. That's the back side. Here's the front side. You don't see that. So we want to chain 1. And then we are going to work on the second round of petals, which is, here's our first round on this example. We're going to be working on round 2 of the petals. And the only difference between the first petal and the second petal is the number of double crochets within the sequence. So for this sequence, for petal 2, we're going to do 1 single chain, 1 half double crochet, 3 double crochets, 1 half double crochet, and 1 single crochet, and we're going to do that around each of the petal bases. So we'll start with the first petal to the left of the crochet hook, and we'll do 1 single crochet, one half double crochet, and now we're going to do 3 double crochets. Where the first petal we only did 1 double crochet, so we'll do our first double crochet, second double crochet, and third double crochet. Then we're back to 1 half double crochet and 1 single crochet. And there's our second petal. So we'll just repeat that sequence 7 more times through each of the bases. So 1 single crochet. I like to hold the petal base chain when I'm crocheting. Half double crochet, 3 double crochets, 1 half double crochet, and 1 single crochet. So now this is what it looks like with the 2 petals. Okay, 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, 3 double crochets, and then 1 half double crochet, 1 single crochet. Okay, repeat. 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, 3 double crochets, one half double crochet, 1 single crochet. Okay, repeat. 1 single crochet, half double crochet, 3 double crochets. Back to half double crochet and 1 single crochet. That's what we've got so far. Now we have 3 more. Let's start the next sequence. 1 single, 1 half, whoop, doesn't want to go. There we go. 3 double, 1 half, 1 single. So 2 more chains, 1 single, 1 half, 3 double, 1 half, and 1 single, and then 1 more sequence to do. 1 single, 1 half, 3 double, 1 half, 1 single. Now I'm going to slip stitch this into the first single crochet from the round, and chain 1, and I'll show you what this looks like now. So now we're going to do the 3rd petal, and we need to create the petal base, which is round 7. And we'll do just as we did in the previous petals, where we folded the petal towards me and then I created the chain and then connected in between the petals at the base. So I'm going to chain 5 and then single chain at the next petal base here where the 2 vertical lines and the 2 petals meet. So we'll chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'm going to fold this petal towards me. It's the first petal, and I'll find the base between the 2 petals and single chain into that. Do the yarn over and hold the 2 petals together, and that might help. Okay, and that's my first base chain. Can you see that? So now we will chain 5 and single chain to the next petal base. And we'll continue to do that for a total of 8 bases. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single chain to the next base. Chain 5. Single chain to the next base. Chain 5. Single chain to the next base. And this is the back side that you're seeing. Because the front side you don't see that base. I'm just working on the back side. So single chain 5. And then single chain to the base. Whoop, I gotta redo that one. Oh my gosh, try it again. Okay, single chain 5. Chain to the next base. And then, almost there. We've got a couple more, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain to the next base. And then one more. And then the final chain into the next base. Okay, connecting it all. There we go. And then chain 1. Okay, so what I have here, let me show you what we've done. We've done round 7 of the petal base 3. We've created 8 more new bases for the 3rd layer of the final layer of the petals. So we have this is the back side. This is what it looks like on the front side. We have the first layer of petals, second layer of petals, and now we're going to make our final layer of petals, working into those base chains from the back. And the sequence that we're going to do for the petal number 3 is going to be 1 single chain, 1 half double crochet, 5 double crochets, 1 half double crochet, 1 single crochet, and we'll do that 8 times. So the only difference between each of the petals, again, is the increased number of double crochets. So for the first round we did 1 double crochet in the center. The second petal round we did 3 double crochets in the center, and now this third petal round we'll do 5 double crochets within the sequence in the center. So we'll start with 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, 5 double crochets, right, there's my 5th. Now a half double crochet and 1 single crochet. Let's take a look at that petal. So that is the 3rd petal, and you can see how it's increased. So we'll do that 7 more times, starting with a single crochet, and then half double crochet, 5 double crochets, 1 half double crochet, 1 single crochet. So here we go, single crochet, half double crochet, half double crochet, 5 double crochets. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 half double crochet, 1 single crochet. Repeat. 1 single, 1 half, 5 double, okay, back to 1 half, and 1 single, some of this yarn. Okay, now we'll do 1 single, 1 half double crochet, 5 double crochets. I'm gonna use my fingers here to help. There's 1. That didn't look right. Here's 2. 3. 4. 5. Back to 1 half double crochet. And 1 single. Now we'll take a look and see what we've done so far. We have done about half. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have finished half the petals of the 3rd round of petals. So we'll keep going so you can keep following along. Here's 1 single, 1 half, 5 doubles, okay, we did 5 double crochets, back down to 1 half double crochet, 1 single crochet, and now 3 more to go. 1 single, 1 half, 5 doubles, 1/2, one single. Now repeat, one single, 1/2, 5 doubles, whoops, 2 more doubles to go. One more double, 1/2, and one single. Oop, and we have one more bar, one more petal bar to fill. So let's do the last sequence. One single crochet, 1/2 crochet, 1/2 double crochet, I should say, 5 double crochets. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back down to 1/2 double crochet, and 1 single crochet. All right, before we secure this, I'm going to just show you what it looks like now. We've got 3 petal layers. So before I slip stitch this, I'm going to start working towards the center where the yarn tail is, which I haven't cut yet. And I'm just going to slip stitch down towards the center. Slip stitching pretty much to anything that the crochet hook will hook into without being seen on the front. And I'm doing that as I go. I'm just chaining down towards the center. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to add a hair tie and I want it to be towards the center. So if I want to use it as a hair tie, then it's nice and symmetrical and balanced as well as when you use it as a luggage tag, it makes it easy to adhere the flower so it's centered. So I will be right back with a hair tie and show you how to finish it off to cover up the hair tie like this. So I have a hair tie here. It's just a spare hair tie that many of us already have. And I'm just going to take the crochet hook and I'm going to insert it into the hair tie loop and then wrap the working yarn around it to single crochet while holding the yarn tail. So I have 2 loops on my crochet hook and tighten the loops. And then single crochet through those 2 loops. You might want to hold the hair tie as you're doing that, just because it's awkward at first. And now I'm going to continue to do that all the way around the hair tie till it's filled. So through the loop, yarn over, back through the hair tie loop, yarn over, back through the 2 loops, yarn or crochet hook through the hair tie loop, yarn over, back through the loop, yarn over through the 2 crochet hook loops. And this is what it's starting to look like on the hair tie. And so you keep doing that as tight or as loose as you want to fill the space of the hair tie. I like to fill it completely. is just a great use of time and helps you keep alert, and you still get an instant gratification of creating something while you're waiting for travel time to pass. Or it's just part of your joy of travel. I love picking projects to take on trips. I'm still trying to figure out what to take on this trip that inspired me to make the luggage tags. If you have any ideas for a long weekend crochet project, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear. And if you want the written version of this pattern, look for part 2 of this video, and it will show you a written PDF that you can screenshot so you can use it at your leisure. So here I am. I'm at the end of the hair tie, and I want to secure this again to my flower. So I'm going to just single crochet somewhere in the center without it showing on the other side too much, and I'm going to single crochet it just to reinforce, because this is going to go on some luggage if I can get it through. Here, we'll try it like that. There. Okay, and I'm going to slip this through by cutting the yarn first, and then we'll do a slip the yarn tail all the way through. Now I've got 2 yarn tails, and I'm just going to give them a nice tight square knot. You can weave the yarn tails in if you want. I don't find it necessary. I'm just going to make some nice yarn knots right here. I did 4. That is plenty, right? And then I'm going to cut that and then pretty this up. This is what it looks like on the back side. This is what it looks like on the front side. And there is your Irish rose flower. So thank you so much for staying and watching this video. I hope you learned something from it. And if you did, please don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe for the next tutorial. I hope that you get to use this for something pretty. I'm going to wear this around my wrist until I put it on my luggage. There's my beautiful corsage. Maybe that'll give you an idea for something lovely to crochet today, and so that you have a pretty Irish rose with your yarn stash. So thanks for watching. Until next time, bye. If you want to support the K4 project, you can buy this pattern at thek4project.etsy.com, and a portion of every purchase goes towards helping animals in need. So thank you.